Every day, there are incredible preparedness deals floating around the internet, but who has time to dig through dozens of websites to find them? That's why we created preparedness-minded, your one-stop site for the best prepper deals online. Our team scans the web, finds the biggest discounts on survival gear, food storage, water filters, radios, and more, and posts them in one easy place. No more wasting hours searching or missing out on limited time sales. At preparedness-minded, you'll see the best deals every single day, so you can save money while stocking up on what really matters. Check it out today at preparedness-minded. Bookmark it, visit daily, and never miss a deal that could keep your family prepared. That's preparedness-minded, where smart preppers shop.
Survive, thrive, stay alive. It's time to get prepared with the Prepping Academy podcast.
Hey, welcome everyone. I am Forrest. Welcome to the Prepping Academy podcast. Well, today we got an interesting subject and some announcements. We got all kinds of things to talk to you about, but today we're going to be talking about solar cooking with a My Solar oven. And you already, if you know me and you know my past, you're like, what is going on here? So a solar oven is a device you put in the sun and it cooks your food. And we're going to talk all about that this evening. But if you guys remember, back in 2019, I was the CEO of a company that did this same thing. They did a solar oven. And I was the CEO from 2000. I literally turned the company around. It was in the last days. It should have been shut down years before that. And I came in, I turned it around. It was $800,000 in debt, somewhere around there. I turned it around and I left the company in 2002 in very good standing. It was doing very well. Since then, the company I don't know if they're in business anymore. I don't think they are. I'll say that their website's down. Their emails don't work. Their phones don't work. And they owe people money because people have called me because, again, I was the former CEO of this company up until 2022. And they're calling me wanting to know where their oven was. And I told them, I haven't had anything to do with that company in three years. And so I know that they could not fulfill some of the promises or the ovens that they sold. And I know that they shut their doors. From a former employee said that she was not getting paid or didn't get all the pay that she was due, and she no longer works for the company. So I don't know where they are in this. And my understanding, just hearing things, again, I'm trying to tip around the tulips here, is it's been almost a year since they've literally been selling their solar products. And you guys know where I used to work, and it was they were in the industry for 35 years. And I don't know the circumstances. I just know that they're currently don't have a website and people can't buy their ovens. And I do know because I had like 10 people call me thinking they were going to yell at me and cuss me out because they haven't got their ovens yet. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm no longer with the company and I haven't been for a while. So anyway, thought I would share that with you guys. So my family started a company. When I say my family, my kids and my wife and my daughter-in-law, yes, started a company called My Solar Oven. And we were looking to find to build our own or find what was out there that we could partner with that could make it for us so we could sell this. Because I feel like this needs to be around. I mean, hundreds of thousands of people have bought a solar oven and they use it and they love it. And it makes a huge difference in grid down, or when you're no power, or when you're camping, or if you just want to use it on a sunny day. It's awesome. It really is. And so we actually contacted the manufacturing company that was making it for the unspoken company. They were the ones that made the solar oven for the company that is no longer in business. And I asked them, I said, hey, y'all selling ovens? What's going on? Can I buy the ovens? We signed a contract. We're going to make it better. But they've been making the ovens for this company for 4 years. After I left, I had really nothing to do with this company, nothing. And after I left, they contracted for a company to assemble them and ship them for them. So I contacted that company and said, "Hey, I'm not under any contract. I don't have a non-disclosure. I don't have anything to do with that company anymore. I would like to, if they're out of business, can you make them for me?" And they said, "Yeah." So we signed a contract. So it's literally it's the same manufacturer, and it's going to be good quality. We got some things that we're going to improve it, the solar oven with, and we're calling our business My Solar Oven. It is a family-owned and veteran-owned business. I'm the veteran, United States Air Force. You know, the Marines have, hoorah. You have Air Force. We have, where's the hotel? Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Come on now. Be with me here. Stay with me here. So it's called mysolaroven.com. And you may go, why do I need a solar oven? I've seen them. And our logo, we got a beautiful logo. I'm letting my kids do all the work. They've done the financials. They're doing the banking. They're doing the bookkeeping. They're doing the marketing. Very little input from me. I know how to do this. I could do this blindfolded with this company, literally blindfolded. And it doesn't take rocket science to do it, to be honest with you, but I want my kids to learn how to do it. So before we started the company, my kids, I gave them both a solar oven, a My Solar Oven. They cooked food. They took notes. They'd never seen any literature from the former company or anything. All they had was a solar box. And they went through the testing. They've cooked things. They took their own photos. They came up with everything. That's how you learn. Because if I just came in and told them everything, no, that's not the best way to do that. They came up with I helped with the financials, like the projections, putting together some cost and things like that. That's normal in a business. One of my sons is going to do the finances and kind of take care of the shipping and everything. The other one's going to do the marketing. He created the website. The website will get better over time. But it's been a family business. My daughter-in-law, she's a UI specialist, and she's helping as well. We do have 2 grandchildren there that's kind of getting in the way of her being too involved. But so everyone in the family is involved, and I love it. It's just awesome, guys. So it's a family business. It's a veteran-owned business. It's made and assembled in the United States. Come on, people, buy this oven. I mean, this is American-made. There are a couple parts that aren't made in America we have to get, but like 80 almost 90% of the ovens made, I mean, the whole thing is made in America. So, so this is your kind of product. This is our kind of product. And when I go through some of the things here, you're gonna rush out and go buy one. And I encourage you to. So, but I'm gonna introduce you this brand new, it's a long-term survival device. It is also a very fun, family-friendly device as well. It's cooking. It literally cooks food. So if the grid goes down, you don't, and the grid goes down, your microwave's not going to work. You're going to burn some propane, maybe start a fire. If you know me and ever listen to any of my talks about when the grid goes down, that's the last thing you want to do is create a fire. Everybody's like, yeah, I got firewood. Yeah. Firewood means resources. That means people are going to come and see what you're cooking and why you have a fire. Hey, let's take a quick break.
Has your data been hacked? Do you feel uneasy about the vulnerability of your personal information online? Were you involved in the Target, LinkedIn, or Microsoft data leaks? Don't know? If not, then pay attention. Join Forrest Garvin from PrepperNet for a free webinar on privacy and security. Gain insights into safe internet browsing, VPNs, crafting online aliases, secure emails, detecting if your data has been hacked, and managing passwords. Secure your spot today for this webinar on privacy and security. It's free. This webinar delves into comprehensive strategies for bolstering your online privacy. We've got you covered, from fortifying your passwords to shielding your financial information and mastering state-of-the-art encryption techniques. We're offering 2 convenient dates to suit your schedule. Reserve your spot now at preppernet.com/privacy. Don't let cyber threats erode your peace of mind any longer. Take the first step toward a safer, more secure online experience by joining us for our free webinar. Remember, knowledge is power when it comes to safeguarding your privacy. Sign up now at preppernet.com/privacy. We'll see you there.
That could get you killed. I'm going to be really real on this podcast, by the way. By the way, I hope y'all doing well. Hope you're doing great. I'm having a great day. So most of you don't have a long-term cooking plan. You have a long-term survival food plan. Maybe you got some freeze-dried food. And you're like, well, how are you going to heat that up? You're going to literally start a fire, boil some water every time you want to to eat. Okay, you're burning fuel that could be used for heat, but then also people, if you're cooking something over open flame, people are going to smell it. I remember my parents' friend, they were down the hill in the holler in the mountains of North Carolina. When she was cooking bacon, I got on my bike and boom, I was down there in no time getting some bacon. And I bet air miles, maybe 3/4 of a mile, but man, it didn't make a difference in the mountains where the mist just carries the smell. It's great. So anyway, so smoke and smelling of food can be dangerous during the grid down. It can be major, because if you start smelling some food, you're like, hey, someone's cooking. You're going to follow your nose. But your fuel, you're going to chop down trees, and propane will run out fast. You need to save that and not use it for food. So cooking is not optional. I mean, so everybody works on their bug out bag. Great. Everyone has these little camping stoves that, uses butane or alcohol, or woods, and it's just going to create that fire, and it's using energy. The sun is not going away. I mean, the Strait of over there in Iran is shut down, and oil is not coming in and out, but the sun's still shining. Trump can't stop that. Well, he probably could, but I don't think he can. But this is a long-term plan for any prepper, is to have a way to cook food. And the sun, device that you can put in the sun and let the sun cook it is probably the best way to do it. So, oh yes, so I have here in my notes, fire-based cooking has risk: smoke, fuel dependency, and visibility. Yeah, and that smellability. Is that a new word? I don't know. I always make up new words. So the sun and the solar is free, silent, and sustainable. And also, when you put your food into the My Solar oven, the glass lid shuts on it. It has a sealed gasket. And as you turn the clips to hold the gasket shut so the hot air won't come out, it seals the smell within the box. So you could be cooking all day long and someone could be 20 yards away and never smell the food. That is cool. That is awesome. Okay. Solar cookers is one of the few solutions that keeps working even when everything else stops. I know that there's been solar ovens made around the world, some cheap with cardboard and tinfoil. This is not that game. We don't play that game in the solar cooking. In My Solar oven, we get temperatures up to around 400 degrees. If you're in Florida, it could hit over 425. If you're in, let's say, North Dakota, you could probably hit 375-ish. But again, food cooks at 180, 190. So even at 375 in North Dakota, there's been one lady we had recorded a temperature in Toronto, outside of Toronto, and her temperature, she got up at 392. That's the highest I've heard up that high, because it all has to do with the sun going through the atmosphere. So if you're on the equator, this sucker is going to get hotter than you can. I mean, it's going to get, plus 425 to 450, maybe even higher than that. North Carolina hitting 390 is easy. 380 to 400 is easy in North Carolina. So that means it can cook all your food. That means the only difference in cooking with a solar oven and your current oven is maybe 15 more minutes. That's it. And it can cook anything you can stick in your oven, you can stick into a My Solar oven and cook. That is crazy. So it uses the sunlight to generate heat. It reflects and traps the heat. So when you shut that glass door, we have reflectors that reflect the sun in, and it just stays inside the box, and it keeps getting hotter and hotter and hotter, like a greenhouse effect, until it gets up to 400, whatever temperature you can get yours up to, and it is awesome. Then it cooks. A lot of people go, wow, that's crazy. They'll open up the glass door, they'll reach in and grab the pot and go, holy, and there'll be a beep, because it is 400 degrees in that sucker. And you're like, how can it get so hot when it's not plugged in and there's not fire? But you can cook meat, any meat. You can cook a ham in it. You can cook a turkey in it, vegetables, bread, rice, beans. You can, pasteurize water in it. Yes, you can literally get water up boiling in this oven. And it is like the old commercial says, you set it and forget it. You can just put it towards the sun, let the sun pass through, and it will work perfectly. You can do cookies, sun-dried tomatoes. You can dehydrate food with it as well. You can dehydrate some of your food. And so let me tell you, I'm not sure if you guys have ever, because I sell a lot of legacy food, like a lot of legacy food. And I've sold a lot, like tractor trailer loads of food I've sold. Like tens or, I've sold a lot of food. So anyway, the best way to hydrate freeze-dried food is in a My Solar oven. You put water inside of it, a little bit more than you normally would, like a pot, because it's going to suck all that water right into it. And you cook it slow. It's like a slow cooker. You cook it slow in the sun, and it gets everything in there like moist. There's no hardness of it. It's the perfect way to rehydrate food. It's just awesome. I'm just telling you, it is. And but you do set it and forget it, and that's pretty awesome. And you can't burn food in this too. That's kind of when you're like, what? It really doesn't burn food. It traps all the moisture in there, so it never dries out. And if it doesn't dry out, it's hard for it to literally to burn. So most people overlook this because they're like, oh, it's just cooking. We can use our propane. We can fire. But they never, that's the thing about preppers. They love buying stuff and doing stuff, but very few sit down and talk about reality. Okay, if we're in our house, how are we going to cook our food? Are we going to put a fire in the backyard? What's that going to do? That's why mindset and skills are so undervalued in the preparedness industry. It really is. But a lot of people don't understand like the My Solar oven. They're like, how can that get up to 400 degrees by the sun? It's the greenhouse effect. And it can just cook food at 400. Yeah, 400 in a My Solar oven is like 400 in your oven. It's like equal. And people are like, oh, okay. So it literally gets up to 400 degrees in there like it does in my oven? Yeah. And they're like, okay. But isn't it slow? Depends on the amount of sun you get, of course, but it's usually about 15 minutes. Add about 15 minutes to it and you'll be good to go. And if you have a little thermometer, it works great. It's got a glass lid, so if you got one of them thermometers, you can don't even have to open it. Just set it and forget it. You haven't seen it used in real life. Hey, we're coming to a show near you. And focus too much on gear like guns, food, water, ammo. So, but you need to focus on you're talking about a warm meal instead of eating like a crappy freeze-dried food with cold water or one of these military MREs. Wait until you can eat a real meal with meat, a duck, a fish, or something like that. Oh my goodness. Changes the world. So this, you got to put this as like a tool and plan it in your situation when the grid goes down. Or you remember I remember when I was at the other company, there was a big snowstorm all the way in Texas. People were sending us their photos cooking with this device in like a foot of snow. So the temperature outside doesn't matter very much. It does matter a little bit because if it's freezing, that means the box outside of the My Solar oven is cold, but it's very insulated. And then the sun will warm up the plastic even on the outside of the box, and you can cook. They've even cooked this in the Adirondacks. They've cooked this when they do the dog sledding. What's that called? I forget. They've cooked this up near the North Pole. All it needs sun. It's kind of weird when you're up in like Alaska area. The My Solar oven is literally almost, you can see in it. It's almost, it doesn't face straight up. It's facing like I would say 75 degrees. And you're like, what? Because that's the sun angle up there. So, but yes, guys, it also, check this out. It saves energy. So imagine every day you're going to cook something on a Saturday. You put it in, or you put it in a slow cooker. That slow cooker or oven heats up your house. What do you have that tries not to heat up your house? It's the air conditioner. So as you're cooking food, your air conditioner's on, keeping your house cool. So imagine putting this on your deck and there is no oven in your house. using electricity, heating your house, and you're using electricity again to cool it down. And you're like, whoa, yeah. So a lot of people have rice and beans. Oh my goodness. Slow cooking rice and beans in a My Solar oven is incredible. You just need a little salt, maybe some pepper, some spices. Oh my goodness. It's going to make your life so much better. So, and it's endless. Guess what's going to happen tomorrow? The sun's going to come out. Guess what's going to happen the next day? The sun's going to come out. Okay, sure, it rains. Yes, if it rains, but yeah, it doesn't rain a lot in Charlotte. We're in a severe drought. That means we don't have a lot of dang water right now. But it's always, literally always, the sun's coming out soon. If it's not today, just close your eyes. Tomorrow it will be out. Again, so you don't need to store up wood. You don't need to use your propane, your butane, your alcohol. No smoke. There's no smoke on this. But when you open it, what we would do to practice safe cooking at our retreat, we would cook it in the oven, pick up the oven, bring it inside the house, and then open the oven, and the smell goes within the house. It doesn't go out into the outdoors. And then we open it up, and then we get our food out. Oh my goodness. Then we take the oven back outside so that it will cool down, because we don't want it to heat up the house because it's 400 degrees in there. You know, that equal thing again. And also it carries no smell. Meaning, so if you cook something today, tomorrow, you just leave the little window cracked. It's literally oxidized aluminum inside there. And that doesn't get in your food or anything, but it's safe, it's food grade, and it doesn't smell, it doesn't carry the smell on from one food to another. Again, there's no flames. There's very low risk for your family, except, don't let your kids go in there and touch the glass because it gets hot like a car. Inside gets a lot hotter. So you got to kind of watch them for that. But there's no moving parts. It works for years. There are some ovens that have been made 35 years ago, and they still work today. No kidding. It cuts your fuel costs. I'm just giving you all the great stuff. Okay, let's go through some bad things. Let's talk about some bad things, okay? Bad thing number one, it does need the sun. It really does need the sun. Moonlight doesn't do it. It can do some stuff with even a cloudy day. Don't think it just because there's clouds in the air, it won't get up to some good temperatures to cook. It sure will. And it's a little bit slower. So if you do a pot roast for an hour, okay, you're going to do a pot roast for an hour and 15 minutes. Okay. And a lot of people are afraid of it, but imagine you got to look at it. It works exactly like the oven in your house. It's kind of like a slow cooker, like a crock pot, and your oven. And you got to combine them. So their learning curve, I mean, come on. We all have a 5th grade education here, I'm hoping. So it's not too bad of a learning curve. So, but yeah, so you need to layer your preps in. Now, this particular device is people use it for camping all the time. They for glamping, because it is a little bigger, but you cook food in it. Also, campers, when people go camping, they love this. In like campers, like mobile campers, or they pull on campers. It can fit anywhere in there. They just throw it in there because a lot of them, they only have a microwave. A lot of them don't even have like a convection oven or like a air fryer. They have nothing like that. They have a microwave. Now all of a sudden they have a true oven where they can cook, ham, turkey, chicken, barbecue. I've cooked a pork butt in this, and it was amazing. I mean, how would it not be? It's the temperature that cooks it. Now, the pork butt didn't have smoke like you would think, but I did put liquid smoke on there, mix it in. People still loved it. So who else loves this? Tiny house people. A lot of their tiny houses. First of all, you put an oven in a tiny house, it's going to heat that tiny house up, and your air conditioner is going to just overcook, just stay on the entire time. You can put a My Solar oven out in the sun and cook it. Don't even warm up your little tiny house. And so a lot of tiny houses don't even have, they'll have a microwave. So how do people cook? Things, you could have put a whole naked bird, chicken in the microwave. No, that's not going to be good for anyone. So campers use this, homesteaders like this, cause they're already outside working. They just, set it and forget it. And, preppers like this, off-road people. I mean, they've actually made racks to connect this to, like the Toyotas and things like that. Cause they just put it in the sun and it works. It's that good. So I've used it for years and years, and it works every single time. So one time I forgot to shut the lid all the way, and I looked in there and I'm like, oh, there's some spider webs. Guess what? Literally a wet rag, and I wiped it out and wiped the seal a little bit. It was good to go. It took me less than a minute. It took me longer to go get the rag and wet it than it did to clean it. It's that easy. So you need a My Solar oven in your preps today. You do. Help us out as we get started with our new company. Help bring this technology. It's been around for 50 years. I mean, it's been around for over 50 years. This particular thing that we're using, the My Solar oven, has been around there's been things like this made forever. And overseas, they make them like by parts, and they don't work as good. And I wish we could get them over there, but the shipping is very expensive to ship these things overseas. But our goal is to work with missionaries and nonprofits and get these to anyone in the world that needs to cook food. These things change lives over in Africa and third world countries. It literally changes their life. They can create a business with it by making bread, but it does change lives. And here we use, homesteaders, preppers, off-gridders, emergencies, readiness places when they go up in the mountains and they're helping people from the flood. They need some food. There's no power. Boom, set it, go do your work, come back, eat. So, but if you're serious about preparing, you've got to have a reliable way to cook food that doesn't put your family in danger. And this is it. It's a My Solar oven. You can go to mysolaroven.com. Know that you're helping a family home-based business. You're helping it's veteran owned. It's made in the United States. It's an excellent product, and people love it. My Solar oven, we're giving free shipping away. We don't have a sale right now because the product is so good, but we're giving away free shipping because it costs like $60 to ship some places, but we're giving it because it's a box. Go check it out. If you got questions, email us. One of my kids will answer your email. And we'd love for you to purchase one. And tell you what I'll do. If you buy one, I'll give you I'll send you a copy of my book. Let me make sure I got it right here. And I think I got extras. It's called the Preparedness Roadmap. If you purchase one, I will send you either the ebook or send you the real book, your choice. Or both. And if you buy one now, my kids don't know I'm doing this, so I'm just going to have to kind of pay attention and remember. But I'll send you a copy of my book if you want me to sign it, which I will. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to bring this to you because it's important to us what we're doing. We think it's important to the preparedness community as well. And what we're doing, and we're bringing kind of back to the game to the party here, and we think it's going to help you in your preps and your survival. Hey guys, God bless you guys. You guys have a wonderful time. We will talk to you next time. Take care.
Thanks for listening to the Prepping Academy podcast. Preppers Unite at www.preppingacademy.com.
Are you a prepper or homesteader looking to connect with like-minded people in your area? Looking to start your own preparedness group? Already have a group? Well, look no further than PrepperNet. PrepperNet is dedicated to personal responsibility, individual freedoms, and being self-reliant. PrepperNet has monthly meetings in over 100 cities where you can meet and learn with like-minded people in your area. PrepperNet, where preppers unite. Find us online at preppernet.com.